There we go. Sorry.
Magnificent. I never expected I might escape alive. My name is Frick. I am known as a sage. I thought to claim a demon's soul or two for the sake of my magic. But just look at me now. I have been enfeebled by my long imprisonment. But I can still move my legs, and I can make it back to the Nexus. I thank the stars that my confinement lasts no longer. I owe you my life.
Gary's Stiletto.
I have been enfeebled by my long imprisonment. But I can still move my...
Alright, let's head back. Use one of these because why not?
The fools.
Okay. Just making sure he doesn't change.
I can forge weapons for you for a fair price. Do come back alive. I need you.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings. You have a heart of gold.
Let's look at that stiletto before doing anything. Though this exceedingly small rapier lacks a cutting edge, it is enchanted by a unique spell. Crafted by Gary, known for his magic handicrafts, and friend to Sage Frick, the Visionary, drains a small amount of MP from targets.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on you.
Keep up the falchion. Nah, if I'm not gonna use it, I'm not gonna bring it. Hold on to that, just in case. I'm not gonna use the arrows for now.
You have a heart of gold.
Forgot to unequip them. Don't need the club either. And, as always, in order to save world tendencies, time for suicide. Not even gonna bother going to grab that. It was literally one soul. Before going any further here,
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings.
before I forget, we are going to the infamous poison zone. So, withdraw Noble's Lotus and the Widow's Lotus.
You have a heart of gold.
I managed to snag a couple while farming Latria for them and buying some off the former noble's wife off camera. I love the look of this archstone. They all look great, but you always have to appreciate a Plague Doctor's mask. And if Bloodborne is anything to go by, you know I love them. Touch Archstone of the Chieftain. Valley of Defilement. Depraved Chasm. This humid valley is a haven for the used and forgotten. Its inhabitants, afflicted by poison and plague, await their deaths in this forsaken place, attacking those who wander in, hoping to offer their souls to the one woman who showed them compassion. The origins of Blighttown. And essentially all the swamps in all the Souls games lies here in the Valley of Defilement. And here is the one place you'll see any real sunlight. Before you go much deeper in. You can see all the structures made of wood by the people that live here. Also, having the regenerating items helps from the previous stage, because you can always go in any order you want, and you don't have to commit to fully finishing them and just getting what you want, getting in and get out, of course. But if you go in order, like I prefer to. Oh god. That's what happens when you get cocky. Now people will complain that some of these areas are easy to get lost in, which is somewhat true. However, these torches along the walls and different parts of the structures are everywhere and lead the way. Finally, the Morning Star is a hammer-type weapon, much like the club, but it can be upgraded, because it's not made of wood. I appreciate that they all live in a sickly place, so they all wear the masks that I was talking about. Oh. How did I get up there again? Oh, right. Not so much as an operation as it is a kick, but sure. Widow's Lotus and Talisman of God. Here's the Morning Star. A hammer with numerous spikes on its circular head. Considered a choice weapon among warriors of the faith. An extremely effective weapon that has all the merits of a blunt armament, while also causing bleeding from its spikes. So, you get bleeding and you get blunt damage all in one package. Talisman of God. A handcrafted metal amulet featuring a symbolic depiction of God. Used to cast miracles. Casting miracles requires the following. A miracle must be learned, a miracle must be committed to memory, a talisman must be equipped, the required MP must be available. Just give you a nice look at that. This so-called depiction of God. A triangular shape. With sort of angelic wings around it. Nice little detail Blue Point had it is these cute little sort of lightning bug beetles. Go blue on the walls. I like them. As clearly shown, don't trust any that are just laying down. Chances are they are not dead. So now, I can either go down this ladder, or I can fall down the other one, the other hole. Either way, it's a trap. I'm not really supposed to be on this spot. See if I can get back up somehow. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, God. Well, I got really lucky right there. As this patch of grass here is meant to be fallen on from up above. If I can get back up there somehow, I'll do it more properly. Now, these giant, disgusting tick things. This one clearly feeding off the blood of that corpse. Cause either poison or plague, I always forget. Okay, poison. Blessed Mace +1. Standard hammer, favored by warriors of the faith. Blunt weapons, which do not rely on blades, are effective against metal armor and hard scales, as well as draining a foe's stamina and breaking their shield defense. Following through with one swing and connecting will land an optimal hit, inflicting more damage than normal. Now, this weapon has a blessed modifier on it, which gives us yet another additional healing, passive healing effect. And now these rats do plague. Try not to get infected with that if possible. But if you're decked out in the passive healing here, it helps. Just be very careful, regardless. Especially since there's so many of them that will swarm you. It's not quite Plague Tale, but you still don't want to be surrounded.
You there, won't you please buy something? My poor child is hungry. You don't deserve to die, so let me give you some advice. This place buzzes with pests fattened on a diet of souls. You could do worse than keep some lotuses for protection. The price of survival can never be too high, can it? How many years has it been since that witch Astraya came to this valley with that squid-headed knight? Those ridiculous white robes of hers. I swear I caught her glaring at my son in disgust. Yes, it's true. She's as nasty as they come. And she's a demon to boot. Not that it surprises me. You could do worse than keep some the price of survival.
Filthy woman. Everything she has for me right now is a bit too expensive. Late moongrass, full moongrass, black pine resin. Natural resin that exudes from black pine trees. Applied to the right-hand weapon to create a temporary flame. Burns more brilliantly than ordinary pine resin, but for a shorter duration. Not for use with wooden weapons, mace, war pick. Hammer designed for thrusting attacks. This hammer is in fact a pickaxe modified for use in battle with the hard beak-like protrusion for piercing hard metal armor in order to deal damage. Following with one swing, connecting will land an optimal hit, inflicting more damage than normal. Halberd, standard pull weapon. Highly versatile weapon that performs similarly to an axe. Pull weapons can sweep multiple targets in a single swing, but are difficult to handle and require both strength and dexterity to wield properly. God, Rotten Arrow. A unique arrow with a septic arrowhead. It causes the areas grazed on the target to rot off. Mail Coif. A hood of fine chainmail, resistant to slashing attacks. It remains a favorite amongst warriors of the faith. It weighs slightly, slows stamina regeneration. Hard leather boots. Now, something nice about the filthy woman. If you really want to be human, she always sells a single stone of ephemeral eyes at a time. So, what that means is that if you're in soul form, you can come and buy one from her, use it, become human, and she will not have another one until you are in soul form again. So you can't buy a bunch and just stock up.
Curses. I wasted my breath on you. Did that witch send you to torment me?
This lady seems a bit crazy, because she constantly talks about having a kid, but you never see him, so I don't think he's real. I think she's hallucinating. That's just how I always viewed it. Now you see a giant enemy over there. The enemies with the mask in this area are known as Depraved ones, and that is a giant Depraved one. Try to get his attention. Only want one of you. Try to deal with the little guys first. Oh, God. If possible. This situation is always, quite something. Yep. Try that again. It's nice to have that mace on as a backup weapon. Get all this nice regeneration. Just carve through these jerks. Thankfully, the mace they give you here also does decent damage, so. Get some of the stuff that was missed last time. Faint stone shard. A shard of cold, holy ore that emits a faint glow. Reinforces straight swords, axes, hammers, and the like. Fuse weapons with a deific blessing. Weapons can be reinforced by faint stones up to level 5. A weapon blessed by this ore gradually restores its wielder's HP. The higher level a blessed weapon is, the more health it restores at a time. Saint's boots, Saint's gloves, and Saint's robe. White attire worn by the highest ranking saints on pilgrimages of proselytization and salvation. Surprisingly tough, owing to its multiple layers.